Okay, so you know those memes you see on social medias that says a list of people who are allowed to drive my car and there's no one ever on that list? Well, I found out definitely the hard way why that meme exists and that it's actually very true. Now, to be honest, I thought the missus would be the first to scratch up my wheels, but no, I let my mum drive my car for probably 5 Ks, not even that. She went and dropped me off somewhere and then brought it back. Now, as she was coming back, you guys know we're having those roadworks, that's why my car's been so dirty so long. Now, they put the gutter in and there was a bit of a lip on the bottom of the gutter that I guess like wasn't part of it. She didn't even notice that. She stayed away from the gutter, which is great. But then she decided to scratch right up against the little bit of the gutter on there and completely cheese grated about 200 mil of my wheel. So this is the reason, if you can even see that, to not let anyone drive your car. But anyway, besides that, that's a bit annoying, but you know, wheels can be fixed eventually. Okay, so I've seen a few VE Commodores around that have actually had a bit of a white wall on the tyre. Not complete white wall, but it had like, I don't know, maybe 10 mil just around it. Now I'm not sure if it's been on the wheel, I'm pretty sure it's on the tyre, but I don't know, I've started to sort of like the look of the white wall around the tyre. So today we're going to be trying something that I guess I had a bit of an idea, I thought it might work. It only cost me 10 bucks, so if it doesn't work then oh well. But it's a lot cheaper than going out and buying a set of white wall tyres. So what we're going to be trying today is this thing called a wheel protector or rim protector or something like that. It's basically this little rubber bead that you just double-sided tape to the rim, but we're going to be putting it on the tyre because I didn't like how it sit on the rim, and I'll just show you that once I start doing it, I guess. So I guess let's just start getting into it. We'll see how this works, and if it fails, well, you guys know not to try it, but if it doesn't, then it could be a much cheaper option than going out and buying a set of white walls. And you know, it's pretty simple to do. I'm guessing it's not going to take me that long, but I have been wrong in the past, so I guess we'll just see how long it takes us. You can see this little bit of white stuff here. This is, I guess, a tiny little bit that I took off just to give it a test. I got this stuff about 2 weeks ago, and I stuck that on as soon as I'd done it, just to see how well it would stick, if it would come off while I'm driving, if it would come off in the rain, the heat, and all that sort of stuff. So we've been through all that. It's still on there, and to be honest, actually, it's actually quite solid on there. So basically, all it is this stuff here, which is. So like I said, it was this like little white bead. So that's all it is, and it's got like a 3M tape all the way down the ring of it. So it's inside of it, you probably can't even see that, oh you can sort of see it. It's like arched like that. I'm guessing that's so it fits like on the roundness of the corner of the rim, because it's meant to stick like that around the wheel. But it sort of sits out about 5 mil or so, and I think it just, I know it's meant to do that because it's a rim protector, but it's not really the look I want. I don't want it to stick out off the rim. So I've decided to go back just a little bit, and I've got a bit of a bulge. So it's sort of a bit more solid, and there's like a line running around the tyre. So that's where I think I'm going to stick it, and that's where I've actually stuck this. Okay, so as I was saying, this is the little bit of stuff just here. Along this line, it's a bit of a bulge, so it sort of sticks out just a little bit. That's where I'm going to plan on putting this bead stuff and running the whole way around the rim. Okay, so after about 10 minutes of just looking at it and deciding where I actually want to put it, because I feel like that's not going to work as well anymore. I played around with it a bit, I looked at where it would sit. I was contemplating on putting it on the rim, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the arch and I guess the edge of it, and I'm going to tuck it in there like that. So it'll be tucked in between the rim and the tyre where the bead is. So say you got your rim and then you got the tyre coming off it like that, it's going to be in here, just in this little corner, and I'll stick it to the back side of the rim there. So I guess I don't need to be sanding it, because I was going to sand the tyre a little bit just to make the surface area a bit cleaner and stuff like that. So pretty much, as every single video I do, we're going to get wax and grease remover, a rag, and then we're just going to wipe it all down inside of there, just get rid of all that stuff that will make the sticky stuff not stick. Okay, so now that that's clean, we're going to get it in. Get your bead, just start putting it in, start at one end and make sure it's square. and then we're going to come back, we'll cut it again and just make sure it's right. So just start with one little bit. We're just going to peel the backing off the 3M tape. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to lay it on, get it to where you want it, stick the front down, and we're just going to slowly work our way around the whole tyre. Okay, well there you go, there's the first wheel done. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's actually pretty easy to do, pretty quick too, just I guess take your time with it, don't rush. The gap is the scariest part. Oh, you can't even see it, it won't stupid, won't focus. That's the scariest part, but just be really careful when cutting it. Make sure you do a straight cut, otherwise you don't want it to jagged and stuff like that. So I still got heaps left over. It's an 8-meter roll, so I'm gonna go around and do the rest of the car and I will come back to you. Alright guys, so I've just finished up doing the whole car. It's now a bit dark, so actually I didn't even time that. That probably took me maybe max an hour to do the whole thing. That's including talking to you guys on the camera, so that takes up a bit of time. It's pretty cool. It stands out a little bit. It's also that like subtle, so it's like a subtle standout. It's really hard to say, but it's kind of cool. I really like how it turned out. There's not heaps of white, which is good, but it's still noticeable, I guess. As you can see, so you can see the white ring around. You can see it at the back there as well. I tucked it down in on top of the rim basically, so that was a really easy way to do it. And I didn't have to sand anything like I was going to the tyre, so basically just clean it off a bit and stick it on. I had 8 meters and I've still got some left over here, so if I ever need more or if anything ever happens to it and I need to change it, whatever. But that was $10 from eBay, shipped in Australia, so it was like, got to me in like 2 days. It was heaps good, and I'm surprised I actually had 3M tape on it, to be honest, but it did. So anyway guys, I know this was a short one, but thank you so much for watching. And if you're thinking of doing the same similar thing, just leave a comment down below and I will give you the link to the exact product I bought, or I can just do it now. I don't know, I'll see what happens when I edit it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys liked the new look of the wheels. Remember to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.